Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel, Kachpal A Learnings. In this video we are going to see some MCQ questions based on the topic Integumentary System, that is, skin. Question 1. What is the primary function of the integumentary system? A. Temperature regulation. B. Muscle contraction. C. Digestion. D. Blood circulation. Answer. A. Temperature regulation. Explanation. The integumentary system plays a crucial role in regulating body temperature through processes like sweating and blood vessel dilation or constriction. Question 2. Which layer of the skin is responsible for producing new skin cells? A. Epidermis. B. Dermis. C. Subcutaneous tissue. D. Hypodermis. Answer. A. Epidermis. Explanation. The epidermis is the outermost layer of the skin and contains cells responsible for continuous cell renewal and replacement. Question 3. Which pigment is responsible for the color of human skin? A. Melatonin. B. Hemoglobin. C. Keratin. D. Melanin. Answer. D. Melanin. Explanation. Melanin is the pigment responsible for the color of human skin, hair, and eyes. It provides protection against harmful UV radiation. Question 4. What is the primary function of sebaceous glands in the skin? A. Temperature regulation. B. Vitamin D production. C. Sweat production. D. Sebum secretion. Answer. D. Sebum secretion. Explanation. Sebaceous glands secrete sebum, an oily substance that helps moisturize the skin and hair, preventing drying out. Question 5. Which layer of the skin contains blood vessels, nerves, and hair follicles? A. Epidermis. B. Dermis. C. Subcutaneous tissue. D. Hypodermis. Answer. B. Dermis. Explanation. The dermis is the layer beneath the epidermis and contains blood vessels, nerves, hair follicles, and other structures important for skin health and function. Question 6. What type of sweat glands are responsible for producing sweat in response to emotional stress? A. Eccrine glands. B. Apocrine glands. C. Sebaceous glands. D. Ceruminous glands. Answer. B. Apocrine glands. Explanation. Apocrine glands are responsible for producing sweat in response to emotional stress and are commonly found in areas with hair follicles. Question 7. Which skin layer contains adipose tissue for insulation and energy storage? A. Epidermis. B. Dermis. C. Subcutaneous tissue. D. Hypodermis. Answer. D. Hypodermis. Explanation. The hypodermis, also known as the subcutaneous tissue, contains adipose tissue that provides insulation, cushioning, and energy storage. Question 8. Which protein gives skin its strength and elasticity? A. Collagen. B. Elastin. C. Keratin. D. Melanin. Answer. B. Elastin. Explanation. Elastin is a protein that provides elasticity to the skin, allowing it to stretch and return to its original shape. Question 9. What is the primary function of Merkel cells in the skin? A. Protection against UV radiation. B. Temperature regulation. C. Touch sensation. D. Sebum production. Answer. C. Touch sensation. Explanation. Merkel cells are responsible for touch sensation and are located in the epidermis, particularly in the fingertips and other areas sensitive to touch. Question 10. Which layer of the skin contains hair follicles, sweat glands, and sebaceous glands? A. Epidermis. B. Dermis. C. Subcutaneous tissue. D. Hypodermis. Answer. B. Dermis. Explanation. The dermis contains hair follicles, sweat glands, and sebaceous glands, all of which play important roles in maintaining skin health and function. Question 11. Which type of skin cancer is the most aggressive and likely to metastasize? A. Basal cell carcinoma. B. Squamous cell carcinoma. C. Melanoma. D. Actinic keratosis. Answer. C. Melanoma. Explanation. Melanoma is the most aggressive type of skin cancer and has the highest likelihood of spreading to other parts of the body. Question 12. Which layer of the skin is most responsible for preventing water loss from the body? A. Epidermis. B. Dermis. C. Subcutaneous tissue. D. Hypodermis. Answer. A. Epidermis. Explanation. The epidermis contains a waterproof barrier that helps prevent excessive water loss from the body. Question 13. What is the primary function of arrector pili muscles in the skin? A. Temperature regulation. B. Sweat production. C. Goosebumps formation. D. sebum secretion. Answer. C. Goosebumps formation. Explanation. Arrector pili muscles are responsible for causing hair follicles to stand upright, resulting in goosebumps when the body is cold or in response to certain emotions. Question 14. Which vitamin is synthesized in the skin upon exposure to sunlight? A. Vitamin A. B. Vitamin B12. C. Vitamin C. D. Vitamin D. Answer. D. Vitamin D. Explanation. Vitamin D is synthesized in the skin when it is exposed to sunlight, and it plays a vital role in bone health and overall immunity. Question 15. What is the primary function of melanocytes in the skin? A. Temperature regulation. B. Protection against pathogens. C. Synthesis of collagen. D. Production of melanin. Answer. D. Production of melanin. Explanation. Melanocytes are responsible for producing melanin, the pigment that gives color to the skin and provides protection against UV radiation. Question 16. Which layer of the skin contains blood vessels that help regulate body temperature? A. Epidermis. B. Dermis. C. Subcutaneous tissue. D. Hypodermis. Answer. B. Dermis. Explanation. Blood vessels in the dermis help regulate body temperature by dilating to release heat or constricting to conserve heat. Question 17. Which condition results from the excessive production of melanin, causing areas of the skin to become darker than the surrounding skin? A. Albinism. B. Vitiligo. C. Hyperpigmentation. D. Hypopigmentation. Answer. C. Hyperpigmentation. Explanation. Hyperpigmentation occurs when there is an overproduction of melanin, leading to darker patches of skin. Question 18. What type of cells are responsible for immune responses in the skin? A. Fibroblasts. B. Melanocytes. C. Langerhans cells. D. Merkel cells. Answer. C. Langerhans cells. Explanation. Langerhans cells are specialized immune cells found in the epidermis that help initiate immune responses against pathogens. Question 19. What is the function of the subcutaneous tissue, hypodermis? A. Protecting against UV radiation. B. Synthesizing vitamin D. C. Attaching skin to underlying tissues. D. Producing sweat. Answer. C. Attaching skin to underlying tissues. Explanation. The subcutaneous tissue, hypodermis, attaches the skin to underlying muscles and bones while also providing insulation and cushioning. Question 20. Which skin condition is characterized by red, itchy, and inflamed patches often triggered by allergens? A. Eczema, atopic dermatitis. B. Psoriasis. C. Rosacea. D. Acne. Answer. A. Eczema, atopic dermatitis. Explanation. Eczema is a skin condition characterized by red, itchy, and inflamed patches, often triggered by allergens or irritants. Question 21. Which protein-rich substance provides waterproofing to the skin and helps prevent dehydration? A. Melanin. B. Sebum. C. Keratin. D. Collagen. Answer. C. Keratin. Explanation. Keratin is a protein that helps waterproof the skin by forming a protective barrier and preventing excessive water loss. Question 22. Which type of skin cancer arises from the cells of the epidermis and is the most common but least aggressive form? A. Melanoma. B. Basal cell carcinoma. C. Squamous cell carcinoma. D. Kaposi's sarcoma. Answer. B. Basal cell carcinoma. Explanation. Basal cell carcinoma is a common type of skin cancer that originates in the basal cells of the epidermis and is typically less aggressive than melanoma. Question 23. What is the primary function of sweat glands in the skin? A. Producing oil to moisturize the skin. B. Regulating body temperature. C. Producing melanin for UV protection. D. Synthesizing vitamin D. Answer. B. Regulating body temperature. Explanation. Sweat glands help regulate body temperature by producing sweat, which evaporates from the skin surface and cools the body. Question 24. Which layer of the skin contains connective tissue, blood vessels, and nerves? E. Epidermis. B. Dermis. C. Subcutaneous tissue. D. Hypodermis. Answer. B. Dermis. Explanation. The dermis contains connective tissue, blood vessels, nerves, and other structures that contribute to the skin's structure and function. Question 25. What is the primary function of nails in humans? E. Protecting against UV radiation. B. Enhancing grip and dexterity. C. Producing sweat. D. Synthesizing melanin. Answer. B. Enhancing grip and dexterity. Explanation. Nails provide protection to the fingertips and enhance grip and dexterity, making them important for various activities. Question 26. Which layer of the skin is responsible for housing adipose tissue for energy storage and insulation? E. Epidermis. B. Dermis. C. Subcutaneous tissue. D. Hypodermis. Answer. D. Hypodermis. Explanation. The hypodermis, or subcutaneous tissue, contains adipose tissue that serves as a source of energy storage and provides insulation. Question 27. Which type of sweat glands are distributed throughout the body and play a role in cooling the body down? A. Eccrine glands. B. Apocrine glands. C. Sebaceous glands. D. Mammary glands. Answer. A. Eccrine glands. Explanation. Eccrine glands are widely distributed and help regulate body temperature by producing sweat for cooling purposes. Question 28. What is the function of Meissner's corpuscles in the skin? E. Producing melanin. B. Temperature regulation. C. Light touch sensation. D. Sweat production. Answer. C. Light touch sensation. Explanation. Meissner's corpuscles are specialized nerve endings responsible for detecting light touch and fine textures on the skin. Question 29. Which skin layer contains blood vessels that nourish the skin and help regulate temperature? E. Epidermis. B. Dermis. C. Subcutaneous tissue. D. Hypodermis. Answer. B. Dermis. Explanation. Blood vessels in the dermis provide nourishment to the skin cells and contribute to the regulation of body temperature. Question 30. Which skin condition is characterized by dry, flaky skin often caused by reduced oil production? E. Psoriasis. B. Eczema, atopic dermatitis. C. Rosacea. D. Xerosis. Answer. D. Xerosis. Explanation. Xerosis, or dry skin, is characterized by dryness and flakiness often caused by reduced oil production and moisture retention. Question 31. Which layer of the skin is composed mainly of connective tissue and provides structural support? E. Epidermis. B. Dermis. C. Subcutaneous tissue. D. Hypodermis. Answer. B. Dermis. Explanation. The dermis is primarily composed of connective tissue and provides structural support for the skin, as well as housing important structures. Question 32. What is the primary function of melanin in the skin? E. Regulating body temperature. B. Enhancing grip and dexterity. C. Providing UV protection. D. Synthesizing vitamin D. Answer. C. Providing UV protection. Explanation. Melanin provides protection against UV radiation by absorbing and scattering UV rays, thus reducing the risk of DNA damage. Question 33. Which skin layer contains fat cells that serve as an energy reserve and provide padding? E. Epidermis. B. Dermis. C. Subcutaneous tissue. D. Hypodermis. Answer. C. Subcutaneous tissue. Explanation. The subcutaneous tissue contains fat cells that serve as an energy reserve, provide insulation, and offer padding. Question 34. What is the primary function of ceruminous glands in the skin? E. Regulating body temperature. B. Producing sweat. C. Synthesizing vitamin D. D. Producing earwax, cerumen. Answer. D. Producing earwax, cerumen. Explanation. ceruminous glands produce earwax, cerumen, which helps protect the ears from foreign particles and moisture. Question 35. Which condition results from the loss of melanocytes and causes depigmented patches on the skin? A. Albinism. B. Vitiligo. C. Hyperpigmentation. D. Hypopigmentation. Answer. B. Vitiligo. Explanation. Vitiligo is a skin condition characterized by the loss of melanocytes, leading to depigmented patches on the skin. Question 36. Which layer of the skin primarily contains fat cells and provides insulation? A. Epidermis. B. Dermis. C. Subcutaneous tissue. D. Hypodermis. Answer. C. Subcutaneous tissue. Explanation. The subcutaneous tissue, or hypodermis, mainly consists of fat cells that provide insulation and cushioning. Question 37. What is the primary function of Ruffini corpuscles in the skin? A. Producing sweat. B. Temperature regulation. C. Heavy touch sensation. D. Synthesizing melanin. Answer. C. Heavy touch sensation. Explanation. Ruffini corpuscles are nerve endings responsible for detecting heavy touch and pressure on the skin. Question 38. Which skin layer contains sweat glands and plays a role in maintaining electrolyte balance? A. Epidermis. B. Dermis. C. Subcutaneous tissue. D. Hypodermis. Answer. B. Dermis. Explanation. The dermis contains sweat glands that play a role in maintaining electrolyte balance through the secretion of sweat. Question 39. What is the primary function of the arrector pili muscles in the skin? A. Regulating body temperature. B. Producing sweat. C. Enhancing grip and dexterity. D. Causing hair to stand upright. Answer. D. Causing hair to stand upright. Explanation. Arrector pili muscles contract in response to cold or emotions, causing hair to stand upright and forming goosebumps. Question 40. Which skin condition is characterized by thick, scaly patches often covered with silvery scales? A. Eczema, atopic dermatitis. B. Psoriasis. C. Rosacea. D. Contact dermatitis. Answer. B. Psoriasis. Explanation. Psoriasis is a skin condition characterized by thick, scaly patches covered with silvery scales, often caused by rapid skin cell turnover. Question 41. What is the primary function of sebum produced by sebaceous glands? A. Regulating body temperature. B. Moisturizing the skin and hair. C. Producing melanin. D. Synthesizing vitamin D. Answer. B. Moisturizing the skin and hair. Explanation. Sebum produced by sebaceous glands helps moisturize the skin and hair, preventing them from becoming too dry. Question 42. Which type of sweat glands are found primarily in the armpits and genital areas? A. Eccrine glands. B. Apocrine glands. C. Sebaceous glands. D. Mammary glands. Answer. B. Apocrine glands. Explanation. Apocrine glands are found primarily in the armpits and genital areas and are responsible for producing sweat in response to emotional stress. Question 43. Which skin layer contains a variety of immune cells that help protect against pathogens? A. Epidermis. B. Dermis. C. Subcutaneous tissue. D. Hypodermis. Answer. A. Epidermis. Explanation. The epidermis contains various immune cells, including Langerhans cells, that help protect the body against pathogens. Question 44. Which type of skin cancer is often linked to prolonged sun exposure and is characterized by scaly, red, and sometimes bleeding patches? A. Basal cell carcinoma. B. Squamous cell carcinoma. C. Melanoma. D. Actinic keratosis. Answer. B. Squamous cell carcinoma. Explanation. Squamous cell carcinoma is often linked to sun exposure and presents as scaly, red, or bleeding patches on the skin. Question 45. Which skin layer is responsible for insulating the body and protecting underlying structures? A. Epidermis. B. Dermis. C. Subcutaneous tissue. D. Hypodermis. Answer. C. Subcutaneous tissue. Explanation. The subcutaneous tissue, hypodermis, insulates the body and provides protection to underlying structures like muscles and bones. Question 46. What is the primary function of Pacinian corpuscles in the skin? A. Producing sweat. B. Temperature regulation. C. Detecting pressure and vibrations. D. Synthesizing collagen. Answer. C. Detecting pressure and vibrations. Explanation. Pacinian corpuscles are nerve endings responsible for detecting deep pressure and vibrations in the skin. Question 47. Which skin condition is characterized by redness, flushing, and visible blood vessels, often on the face? A. Eczema, atopic dermatitis. B. Psoriasis. C. Rosacea. D. Hives, urticaria. Answer. C. Rosacea. Explanation. Rosacea is a chronic skin condition that leads to redness, flushing, and visible blood vessels, typically on the face. Question 48. What is the primary function of Merkel cells in the skin? A. Regulating body temperature. B. Producing melanin. C. Touch sensation. D. Synthesizing vitamin D. Answer. C. Touch sensation. Explanation. Merkel cells are responsible for touch sensation and play a role in detecting pressure and texture on the skin. Question 49. Which layer of the skin contains melanocytes responsible for producing melanin? A. Epidermis. B. Dermis. C. Subcutaneous tissue. D. Hypodermis. Answer. A. Epidermis. Explanation. Melanocytes, responsible for producing melanin, are located within the epidermis, the outermost layer of the skin. Question 50. What is the primary function of the epidermis in the skin? A. Regulating body temperature. B. Producing sweat. C. Providing structural support. D. Serving as a barrier to protect against pathogens. Answer. D. Serving as a barrier to protect against pathogens. Explanation. The epidermis serves as a protective barrier against pathogens, UV radiation, and dehydration, and plays a crucial role in preventing infections and maintaining homeostasis. Thanks for watching.